So let's talk about Shadow Theft a second time, but this time with daggers. So this is actually a meta build, and essentially, like, you have a utility slot, you can switch this out for whatever you want. You can run critical agility or not, depends on what you want for your increased attack speed. But basically the build consists of these first 5 skills. You can switch out Jagged Strike for Unsuspecting. I find that Unsuspecting is really a PvP skill. You can use it in PvE, but if you're not the first one hitting a target, it's usually not going to be above 90%. Like if you have Mesmers or Ellies spamming AoE spells, maybe the first thing you Shadow Step to gets Unsuspecting for bonus damage, but the rest, it's just not worth it for the most part. But this build, really straightforward, especially to save yourselves. You could probably get rid of your ST to some degree, especially if you're on like 4 Great Justice. So like maintain, save yourselves. But once you get save yourselves up, it's pretty good. It's pretty good mitigation. Alright, let's bow. So this actually is very similar DPS to the Scythe build I just showed. Scythe Shadow Theft. The only downside with Scythe Shadow Theft is you can't get save yourselves because you also need Dervish as a secondary. But the big upside of it is that you have way better AoE damage and conditions. You have Cracked Armor and Blind, which are not trivial conditions in this game. So there's definitely pros and cons to each. This is definitely better single target. So let's see, what are we dealing with Death Blossom? Plus 50. And this is with 18 Dagger Mastery. I just got these gloves, just +1. I still need to put the 15 armor on them. But you could run +3. You're going to have way less health. So you're going to be at like pretty low health, like 420 something. And this is with, you know, health +30, health +50, health +10, health +10. So like you're going to be hurting for health if you run anything higher than that. Now you can get it to 19, so if you use this and then maintain it, like if you use it again, whoops, let's actually attack the Damage Master. So we'll just continue attacking him. One thing you can do too is you can use Jagged Strike redundantly. Alright, here we go. Alright, now we should be at 19. Yeah, so you can get it up to 19. So you don't have to run a sup dagger. This will increase your damage output. You could run a +2. This will increase your damage output as well. You can get yourself to 20 if you can maintain Shadow Theft. But yeah, it's a pretty simple build, pretty straightforward. Everyone knows how to use dagger spam. Pretty simple. Now you can run 4 Great Justice here to get your Save Yourself activating quicker, so that when you Shadow Step 1, 2, 3, 4, save yourself, because then 4 Great doubles your adrenaline, so that'd probably be the way to go. If you're looking to get Save Yourself up immediately, that's probably what I would do. Something like that. I'll kind of demo that really quick. Because then you're acting as like single target DPS with some AoE, and then mitigation. So you're essentially a Signet of Spirits type of thing. But instead of healing, you have mitigation. Oh, whoops, I used that. I should have not used that right away. It has like a 20 or 45 second cooldown. My bad. Alright. So there you go. Save yourself spam. Now you can run ST with this, but with Save Yourself, in some instances you can get rid of an ST. I kind of want to experiment with both team comps where I have ST on Scythe, Shadow Theft, and then just normal. I forgot to use Death Blossom there. My bad. And then just Save Yourself Dagger to see if I can drop an ST. Because plus 100 armor on all of your team. Now, I need to get my Luxon rank up. I don't do Luxon stuff often. I'll probably do, I think I just need one more rank. I guess I could do some Vanquishing and just donate it. Something like that. I don't like to do all the speed clears and shit. I'm not a fan of those. But, yeah, this can last up to 6 seconds, I believe, so you definitely want that. If you're going to be spamming Save Yourselves, you want max duration, for sure. But this is a very fun build, probably one of the most viable builds on Assassin in general. You get Save Yourselves, you get a teleport, you have really good damage output, you have good energy management, you have increased attack speed. Now, obviously, if this gets removed, because enchantments can get torn down, you could run like something like Flurry. I actually don't have that on this character, but you can go unlock it. Let's see, I should have, alright, I have a Warrior Tome. So if you don't want to run Critical Agility, you can run Flurry. So the 25% less damage is from armor respecting damage. It doesn't reduce your Death Blossom, and I'll show that too, just to give an example. This was used in PvP, like in RA, like Random Arenas, on Assassin, because it's a maintainable 33% IAS. So it's pretty good, actually. This is OG. No, I don't think anyone uses this. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce your Death Blossom damage or your Fox Fang bonus damage. It just reduces your basic attack damage, so let us discover this. Yeah, it doesn't reduce your bonus damage, so that's the key. Now, obviously, it's a little bit more expensive to use. You might be running out of energy in some instances. But if you're like running in between targets, you don't have to re-up it right away, right? Like you can re-up it sometime. Like let's say you're running to a new target, you could use it right as you get to that target. But obviously you'd want to Shadow Theft. It depends on how quickly you're killing these enemies and how many there are. But Flurry can be okay. It's definitely not the best thing to use. It's definitely good for spikes. Another alternative would be Ranger. I don't think I have it. Actually might, let's see. No, I don't have, there's like a Ranger skill. Let's go unlock it. This is a new character, like a new character that just got all the campaigns. I just had factions for the longest time, so. Let's see, Bestial Fury, yeah. Your non-attack skills are disabled. I think this was recommended with like some Beast Mastery. The only problem with this, though, is that it reduces both this and this by 5. It adds 5 seconds of cooldown each time you use it, so it's kind of sus, in my opinion. I would just use, you know, literally anything else. I am curious about one other thing, though. Let's buy a skill really quick. If I have skill points. Okay, I do. Alright. Let's buy Flail. I think it only has a 2-second. If it's only like 2 seconds, I'm not going to get it. But I think it's at least 3. But it might only be like 1 or 2. Theoretically, you could maintain Flail with this fast attack speed with 4 Great Justice. But if it only lasts 1 second, that's going to be hard to do. Yeah, it lasts 1 second. That's unfortunate. What else? Burst of Aggression. Berserker Stance. This one's actually interesting. It lasts 5 seconds, but you also gain more adrenaline, but obviously it ends if you use a skill. So, strength options, not really there. But yeah, I would say, you know, you could probably get away with running Frenzy if you run Save, or, Soul Twisting, right? Because your damage is capped. So, like, you could just optimize for health and just get rid of armor bonuses, assuming your ST is always up. Now, this is obviously risky to do if the ST goes down. So, but I would say, like, your options for IAS are like these. With this being the best if it can be maintained, for sure. Because you get armor, right? So, there's really no downside to using it. I could also run something like Whirlwind Attack. So that you go, like, 1, 2... You go, like, 1, 2, 3... And then if you have 4 great, you could use this. The only problem with Whirlwind Attack is you only have 3 PvE slots, so you're either running that or Save Yourselves, because your lead skill does count as a PvE skill. So if you don't need that, this could be a variant where you just go like 1, 2, 3. If with 4 great, you can do 4, 1, 1, 2, 3. Now you can redundantly use Jagged Strike, just get extra hits in because it hits so fast. And this is a 3 second, this is a 1 second cooldown. So you can use this like 2 times before this is available again. So this boosts your DPS a little bit. If you have the energy for it, you might as well. That's kind of like the idea. You could also run other things like Distracting Blow. For like an interrupt and adjacent, it's nice to have sometimes, but I would say if you're looking to maintain Save Yourselves, it's probably something like this. So you have mobility. This is basically IMS. Now if you have like fallback or incoming, or both of those, or at least just fall back, that helps you move from target to target when this is on cooldown, but this gets you to the enemies. This also doesn't have aftercast, so as soon as you use this, you can attack. Most Shadow Steps have aftercast. The ones that don't are this and Shadow Walk. Shadow Walk obviously disables a few different things. Disables your attack skills 1 second, disables your enchantments and stances for 10 seconds. So this is only really good on casters because it disables so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Just a fun little basic dagger spam build. Nothing too crazy. But that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.